We discovered the world's most prolific child sex trafficking and blackmail ring. We took down the two apparent leaders of the network. One allegedly died mysteriously in prison while all the cameras were off and the guards were napping. And the other stood trial and was convicted in a court of law. In Ghislaine's trial, they chose to put the 4 best witnesses on the stand out of a pool of more than 100 accusers. She was convicted by a jury because of the mountains of evidence that proves her involvement. Not just victim testimony, documentation, photos, videos, financials. We know that Maxwell was recruiting these incredibly young girls herself, in person. We know where she was recruiting them from. We know how much she was paying them. We know the tactics that she was using, what she was saying. We know how they were covering it up. We know where the money was being banked. We know who the co-conspirators were, despite them all still walking free. And we have over 100 corroborating witnesses, basically all telling versions of the same story. Ghislaine Maxwell was also charged with 2 counts of perjury that never actually went to trial because the DOJ agreed to settle those counts in order to secure the more important trafficking conviction. The perjury charges didn't go away because they weren't true. They never went to trial at all because they wanted to get things over with and put a bow on it. And then, when Trump is in hot water over Epstein, he sends his good buddy Todd Blanche to record a puff piece where Maxwell tells all the same lies she told on the stand that are demonstrably false, and now you're supposed to believe her. Like, just stop and think about this for 1 second. Imagine that you lock up a murderer after an extensive trial with heaps of evidence and he's convicted on all that evidence, even though he says that he didn't do anything wrong, right? And then a year later, you go to him in jail and say, hey, did you do it? And he says, no. And so you're like, oh shit, dude, this dude must be innocent. He says he didn't do it. Case closed. Let's get this guy out. Set him free. He's all good, bro. That is what this thing with Ghislaine is, okay? But yeah, you're supposed to believe a single word out of this lying demon's mouth. And it's not even about Trump. This is not about Trump. I'm not claiming that this proves anything about the guy. This is way bigger than Trump. And if half the country can pretend like, oh, maybe Ghislaine's a good guy. Maybe she's just telling the truth and wasn't even really doing all that much at all. And just because like you want Trump to be some paragon of angelic perfection is psychotic, okay? It's retarded. Stop it. You're making your team look so fucking stupid. It's hard to look at.